Hey friends, Kara here with Kinsley's Creative Palette, and I sent a message out this morning. Today is a really big day, and I just wanted to make sure no one missed out. Today is the day that Founders Pricing closes for the virtual paint party. So if you don't know what that is, every month we paint a new sign. In August, we are painting the fall leaf. And so there's two membership options. Hello, Judy. There's two membership options at different price points. And basically, for the same cost as two fast food trips, like lunch, you can paint a new craft project every month with us. It's such a fun group, but we learn new tips and tricks to make our door hangers more beautiful every month. We learn to make bows. We learn color combinations, like you name it. So there are two different levels. There is a cut your own door hanger where I provide the template and you cut it out on your wood. And then there's, and that's $17 a month, and you get access to all the old videos. So you can paint more than one sign, which is really awesome. So if there was something from 2 years ago that you wanted to paint, you have that option. You just have to purchase the template for $5 that goes with that month. So the other option is the monthly option where I ship the actual, let me show you what one of these looks like. The actual piece of wood. It comes to your door, and then you paint with me. And that is $37 a month, but both of those prices will be going up after tonight. So tonight we close the doors. So if you want more information, please message me. But tonight those doors close, and we will not reopen until September. And when we reopen in September, it will be at a new price point, and it will only be for, I think I've scheduled 4 days that I'll be accepting new members. And then after that, I don't know when we're going to open back up. So if you have been on the fence about joining us, get in there now. Don't wait. We don't want you to miss out. So that is what's going on. If you got my messenger this morning, I couldn't tell you. Facebook won't let me tell you in Messenger in a broadcast what's going on. Christy Phillips. Sweet friend, I have had a lot of new people lately. So, yes, double check. And when I get off here, if you can't find your email, but you think you signed up, send me a message and I will double check. And also, if you haven't already, join us in the private Facebook group that is just for members. We have a free group and then a paid group. So make sure you're in that paid group, because that's where I share a lot of extra information. Yes, buddy?
Oh, are you done?
I am live. Would you like to say hi to my friends?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Did you need something?
No.
Okay. I'll come see you when I'm done.
Okay.
Where do you check? Okay, Christy, if you joined, you would have gotten an email that had it had a link for you to sign up on the website. So do you know if you did that or not? And if you're not sure, I can look when I get off. Just send me an email to kinsley'scloset@gmail.com. Both K's. Or you can send me a private message to my page. Either one works, and I will get you all squared away. My hubby had a surgery yesterday, and we were gone to the hospital most of the day yesterday. And so I am finishing up all of the signs that I ship out. I'm getting the rest of those cut today and shipped tomorrow. So if you are a member that gets a sign shipped, it will be in the mail shortly. And right now, I am painting I started this the other day, but it was taking so long to dry, I didn't get finished. I'm painting a football sign. And I put most of the base coats on when I was live the other day. I'm just adding a quick coat on all these colors. to make them a little bit more vibrant. If you missed the announcement, I will be posting this video as a replay, and you can catch it. You can watch it from the beginning. Let's see. This is going to be so cute. How bad is it? My son has been playing football for 4 years, and he's just now getting a sign. It's kind of like the, what is it? The cobbler? Is that the guy who makes shoes? Whose family never has nice shoes? That's an old saying. No. Probably too old for most of y'all. Alright, I'm just painting these edges. Alright, if anyone has questions, if you want to ask questions about what I'm painting, about the virtual paint party, how that works, anything, that's what I'm here for. And Christy, if you're still on and you can't find that email, just let me know and I will see what I can do from my end. So it's after 1:30. I'm not even sure what time it is, but this is like my chill time of the day. This is not usually when I go live because it's not when I'm at my best. But our schedule has been so crazy the last few days that this was the only time that I could find to finish painting. And I wanted to finish the sign and get it on my door. I still have, I don't know how many summer signs I painted, but I actually have the July 4th sign up right now. Okay, awesome. So you should have gotten, okay, Christy says she got an email thanking her for joining. So either in that email or in one before that, you should have received a link to go create your username and password on the website. So as long as, if you don't have that, I can resend it, or I can just reset your password and send that to you. But last month, well, in July, so this month, we painted the cactus. So if you haven't gotten that, go ahead and get logged in and download your cactus template because it'll go away tomorrow morning once the new month comes up. So you don't want to miss that if you have been a paying member. So the way it works is every month I put a new template and a new video up. The videos will stay up in your in your bank to watch whenever. Oh, good. And then but the template comes down. And the reason is you get access to all of the old videos as education, but it wouldn't be fair for the people that were paying for that month to just jump on and they could have, paid for 1 month after 2 years and gotten everything that the members that, just started paying get. So I hope that makes sense. So you don't, it's a perk for the members that you get all the old stuff. You just have to pay for the template. So if you wanted to learn a technique, you can go watch all the videos you want. But if you actually want to paint the sign, you can either draw it out similar to mine, or you can purchase that template and then paint it from the video. So I hope that makes sense. And I am looking, I don't know, some of you that cut your own door hangers, if you were looking at possibly like ordering some, I am looking at a new program starting in September that would allow you to order past blanks at a discount. So I'm looking at that and seeing if I can work that out. I'm trying to dry my sign here. I have a blow dryer, but it's all the way across the room. All right. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do, nope, that's not the right yellow. There we go. So our colors are blue and gold. And, I don't know how I get glitter everywhere. But let's open this. Okay. Okay, so this is a tip I've shared in the past, but if you're new, if you have a brand new bottle of paint, instead of using your teeth and like having to go to the dentist over a 50-cent bottle of paint, if you will tighten the lid, like push up like you're tightening the lid and work that plastic up until you can pull it off, you'll save your teeth. So there's one of my tips of the day. I'll try to give y'all some fun stuff and easy stuff. If you spend time hanging out with me, I want it to be worth it for you. If y'all hung out with me on Monday, I showed y'all an app that I use for meal planning, and I would love to know if any of you tried it out, because it is seriously my favorite meal planning app. I didn't do a good job showing it to y'all, so you kind of have to go check it out. And I think they give you a 30-day free trial. Color me blind, but I can't find the cactus. Okay, Christy, are you logged into the website? That'd be my first question. All right, so I'm going to paint. I want to leave my border. Man, I'm shaky today. I'll leave my border, but I'm going to paint some just little squares alternating in blue and gold on here. And this blue that I have is super transparent, so it's going to take a few coats before it's done. You are logged into the website. Okay, so when you logged in, it should have taken you straight to a page with a video that welcomes you. And if you scroll down a little bit, there should be a button that says the Members Vault. Do you see that? Let me know if you see that, babe. Oh, and guys, funny story. I'm totally over here laughing because my husband's company, the guys he works with, sent him flowers with a get well soon balloon. And in the card, it said that he might have to bridge that expense when he gets back to work. I thought that was so funny. He didn't think it was really funny because it hurts to laugh. But it was funny. Okay, Christy, you see the vault. Click on the vault and scroll all the way down to the bottom. And then tell me if you see it. Okay, guys, so I have my little squares. I'm gonna put this paintbrush in the water, get it good and clean. If any of you are watching and it's your first time, I have this like bucket I bought at Dollar Tree. They came 2 or 3 for $1, and they're pretty heavy duty, and they're my favorite for water buckets. So I just push my paint down in. Oh, okay, I'll show it to you just a second. So I push my brush down in until I get all of the color out, and then I use a microfiber towel and I squeeze my bristles and I work them back and forth to get them so that they're nice and in line again. So that is how I do that. All right. Is it Carlene? Is that how you say your name, babe? All right, let me show you. This is the sign, and I painted the base coats on Monday, and now we're adding details. So I'll show y'all when it's all done. But I'm just gonna sit here and paint it and answer questions while we talk. Oh, I love this yellow. Oh, look at that. That looks so pretty. Can y'all see that? Okay, I got it. I didn't scroll far enough. Yes, Christy, that page is super long. And you can go back and watch any of those old videos anytime you want to. Those will be there. Those are all of the paint party videos we've done since day one. Okay. All right, can y'all see that? It looks, I don't know why the colors look distorted on my screen, but it's a lot cuter in person. Good. Well, Carlene, are you new here? If you are, welcome. If you missed the first part of the video, I made an announcement. So if y'all missed it and you want to know what that was, when I get off of this live, I will post the replay. Hey, Lisa. Lisa is one of our virtual paint party members. And she got in before the price went up, or is going up. Okay. See, I don't know how, but I had gotten water on this. All right. Guys, these little squares, they don't have to be perfect. Let me show you that. See that? So those will need another coat. But for now, that's where I'm going to stop on that. And then I'm going to turn this around. And my blue is dry. So I'm going to take this is a 5/8 brush. Let's see. This is a 5/8 brush. It's almost as big as my finger. And I'm going to do polka dots on here. Now, let me tell y'all a secret. Yellow is a super transparent color. Yellow, red, orange. Those are three of the most transparent colors. As a general rule, when you are, gosh, I sounded southern then. As a general rule, when you are painting with acrylic paint, those are three colors, yellow, orange, and red, that are going to be super transparent. Now, I told y'all a second ago that my blue is transparent. That is just because of the brand of paint that I was using. It is Doris, which is the Michaels brand, and this blue is just very transparent. So not all blues are like that. But anytime you find a color that is transparent, what I always do is I always mix that color with a little bit of white for my first coat. And then my second coat, I go straight into the color. So, for example, I want yellow polka dots on this blue. Well, it's already going to be hard to cover because yellow is transparent and I'm putting it on blue. So I'm going to dip in my yellow, and I'm using an egg carton. You can use a paper plate. I really just use whatever I have available. So I'm going to dip in my yellow, and then I'm going to dip in my white. So if you can see, I don't have a lot of paint on this side, but I have a lot on this side. And I am going to make my polka dots. And that's how I make my polka dot. I don't use a stencil, or I don't draw them on first. I just paint them on. But I want to show you how transparent that is. Can y'all see the blue through that? So it's going to take several coats, but by putting the white with it, it does help a little bit. Another thing when you are making polka dots is to do them in a triangular pattern. And when I say that, I mean any three of them together could make a triangle. So any three that are closest together. So for example, if I wanted to make a triangle with these, I would need to put the next one right here. So I'm doing a partial. And I love for my polka dots to go off of my board because it's almost like, I imagine it like a piece of fabric. If you laid it down, it would just cover and like wrap around. So that's how I like to do it. Everybody's different. But what I don't want to happen is I don't want you to end up like just doing a polka dot here and doing one here and doing one here, and then having this awkward gap where you're like, do I put a polka dot or do I not? Because it kind of needs one, but I think it might be too much. So by following the triangular pattern, you can eliminate that guesswork. Okay, so now I'm going to take these two, and I'm going to do one here because that's where it would form a triangle. Now, I do want to show you, this is one of the techniques I show in the studio too, and it takes a little bit of practice. So I highly recommend, if you're learning to do polka dots with just a brush, that you practice maybe on your tablecloth, if you have a disposable tablecloth, cardboard, whatever, before you actually go to your board. Because what you want to do is you want to set your, let me see, I'm going to be right here. You want to set your brush down, but you don't want to push down all the way to where it spirals. If it does that, that's okay, but you want to do it a little bit looser than that so that you're spinning all the way around. So practice that if you're new. Hey Allison, welcome. If you're just joining us, I made an announcement at the beginning, and I will go back and post this as a replay so that you can all catch up. So if you missed that announcement, make sure you check back, because after today, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. Okay. All right. And there was something else I wanted to talk to y'all about. Shoot, what was it? Oh, if you haven't signed up yet to do the back to school project with us, it is a free project. We are starting, I don't know if it'll be next week or the week after, but we will be making a back to school sign. Hey, Karen. Karen, I think you got signed up for it, didn't you? Did you download your free template for the back to school project? For some reason, I think you did. Feels like your name came up on a list this morning. But anyway, we're going to do, you have two options. If you're not brave enough yet, I say yet because I know you're going to get there. If you're not brave enough yet to cut a door hanger, like one of these, out of wood, which I'll show y'all what it looks like so far. If you're not brave enough to do that yet, you can buy a clipboard, Walmart, Dollar Tree, Staples, wherever, and you can paint the back of the clipboard. Karen. Okay, Karen, then this is for you. You can paint the back of the clipboard. When you're done, so that your teachers can use it, you're going to seal it so that their paint doesn't scratch off. But if you want to make a door hanger that says back to school or whatever, I also included that template. So you've got one that's 8.5 by 11 for a clipboard, and then you have one that's bigger. I think it's like 22 by 17-ish to cut your own door hanger. And we're going to be painting that through, it's kind of going to be a slow process because I want you to take your time and learn some new skills. So it'll be August and then the beginning of September. And then I might have something up my sleeve to put all those new skills to use at the end of September. So stay tuned for that. Exciting stuff coming. Letting this dry for a second. I'm going to switch gears and work on my green now. And make sure that's all smooth. Now to do this part of it, you need a ruler. And I'm going to use a Uniposca pen. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like a paint marker. Maybe it is paint, I'm not sure. I just know they're fabulous. And this is what they look like. And I realize I'm backwards. Let me switch that around. Okay, I don't think it worked. For some reason, I don't think that the, yeah, it's not working. Huh. For some reason, those are not working for me. Used to, I could click a button and it would switch over. But these are Uniposca pens. They are in my Amazon affiliate store on my website. So go to Kinsley'sCreativePalette.com. And if you, on the left side, well, it has like a whole bar of different words. And over on the left, there is one that's, when you click on it, it drops down and it says Kara's Favorite Products. And you can find the Uniposca pens in my Amazon store. Okay, so this is how, Oh, Karen, are they? I was guessing that, and it's funny because I had to do a promo video this morning. Okay, guys, this is so awesome. So there's a whole group of us painters who are doing, like, we're getting together, and we're going to offer a freebie where each of us give you a tip. Hey, Mary. And I was recording my promo video for that today, and I was showcasing this, but I couldn't, like, turn it. So I think in my video it's going to be backwards. But anyway, hopefully somebody can forgive me for that. But I've got my Uniposca pen. It's primed and ready to go. By primed, I mean I pushed down on the tip and made sure that the paint or the ink is coming to the top. I've got my ruler, and I'm going to draw my line. Now I'm going to lift this up. Look how crisp and beautiful that line is. Now, the one caveat is when you use the ruler, you need to wipe that edge off before you set it down to do your next line. Because what happens if you don't do that is you smudge that white all over. So I'm going to go right to the middle of this next part. Now, these may not be perfect because I'm not the best line maker. But I'm going to draw me another line. I'm going to lift up. I'm going to clean my ruler. And then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to do it one more time. Guys, this is beautiful. Beautiful. I love how crisp and clean that is. Okay, so another crazy question with my membership. Yes, sweet friend, there is a link on that welcome page. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate you. Christy, there's a link on that welcome page when you logged in to your membership that should have taken you there. But if you will send me a private message. Thank you, Karen. If you will send me a private message, I will copy the link so you can come join us. Because yes, I've had so many. I've emailed several times, and I haven't been able to get some people in the group. And what's really sad is I lost, I think, 3 people this month, and none of them were in the group. And I thought, you're really missing out on a super big component of the virtual paint party if you don't get the feedback and the questions and the support. So, like, in the group, just this morning, Lisa posted a picture of a sign. You're so welcome, Christy. She posted a picture of a sign that she did, and she was asking, like, how could she improve it? And she asked specifically, how could she make her lettering stand out? And I'm always happy to answer those questions. But that's something that we like to do in the private group with all of our members, because most people don't want to put it on a Facebook page with 10,000 people who could look at it and be critical. And so in that small little private group, everybody is so kind, and they're so patient, and they're so nice, and they're so loving, and it's just a safe place for you to share your paintings and ask questions. So yes, jump on over and join us. And if you can't find it, just shoot me a message. All right, I'm going to write on here. I'm going to do, it would be 50, 40, and 40, right? I mean, I guess I could do 50, 40, 30, but I think I'm going to do 50, 40, and 40. Karen, you crack me up. You won't sick the officials on me for my yard marker measurements. Praise God, because I struggle. I'm going to make sure this is dry before I set my hand over it. All right, and I better start up here. So, let's see. There's my 40. Y'all see that? Upside down. Now, let's see. Here's my 50. My husband was a college football coach. That's awesome. For where? Where was he a football coach, Karen? So much. I love it. Sorry guys, I get really excited. It's so ridiculous, but I get really excited. I'm going to use the Uniposca pen while I have it out to, look how cute, to draw my laces. That's what they are. Lots of places. Oh, West Virginia University? Oh wow, that's pretty awesome. Very awesome. My husband is a diehard Bama fan. And after his surgery, they gave us this like abdominal wrap. And when I met with the, this was so funny, when I met with the surgeon after the surgery yesterday while he was in recovery, she told me he got this wrap. And she said, you can bedazzle it if you want to. And so I was joking with him when he was in recovery last night. I was like, so I think I'm going to put Roll Tide and Auburn Sucks on your wrap for you. Grab that paint. While he's taking a shower, I'm going to bedazzle it for him. All right, so I think I'm just going to do this quick. Because one thing I will tell you, if you're like me, is he really? I did not know that. If you're like me and you have a trimmer, which makes it a little bit harder to paint, if you'll go quicker, it won't be as fuzzy. So that's what I was trying to do with my numbers too. Okay, just answered my question to join. I'm so behind on everything. Christy, that's totally okay. That is why we have the group. That's why you get the videos forever. The only thing you have to remember to do each month is download your template, because I don't send those out by email or any other way. Like, that's your responsibility once a month to log in and download your template. Now, I do send a reminder. I will send an email out at the beginning of every month that says, hey guys, your new information, your new video and all that is up in on the website. And that's your quick, I need to take 5 minutes and go grab my template. So don't forget to do that. That's the only thing that if you get behind on, you lose out on. So the rest of it, we are around, we're hanging out, we're painting. You can paint a summer sign in the fall. You can paint a summer sign in the dead of winter. We don't care. We are just there to have fun and support you. So Teresa, Roll Tide. Okay, I'm going to do this. This is the scariest part of what I do because of my trimmer. I hate that. All right. Ready? Breathe. Okay. Isn't it so funny that caused me so much stress? Okay. That's awesome. So I think you know, but I'm not originally from Zanesville. We've lived here. December will be 3 years. I mean, we really like it here. We really like it here. All right. Now that I did that first line, I'm going back and I'm thickening it up by just going over it once. And if any of my locals are on today, the studio has been closed this summer except for private events. But good news, we're opening up 2 dates in September. I think I'm going to do 2 dates in October and November and December. Thank you. Karen, I don't know what the pottery place is. I know there's one called like Zanesville Pottery, but I don't know of any others. Last year we did, before I forget, and if you're local and you have kids or grandkids, we do an ornament event every year, and it's $10 a ticket, and the kiddo gets to paint an ornament, they get to take pictures in front of a little photo booth area, and then they get to decorate a sugar cookie. So it's a lot of fun. Grown-ups can participate too. They can buy a ticket for $10, but I do limit those tickets, and the last 2 years they've sold out. So make sure you're on my email list, and I will send out an email when those tickets go up so you can grab yours. But I'm gonna try to do 3 weekends this year. Just jumped on. Oh, Tisha, check it out. Tisha, you are a yearly member, aren't you? Are you a yearly member? I think you are. Unless it's a different Tish Porter. Okay, these are Uniposca pins. If you go to Kinsley'sCreativePalette.com, over on the left, if you click on the first word, I can't remember what it says, but the drop down, it'll say Kara's favorite products. And these are in my Amazon affiliate store. And they are amazing. They're so much better than, I don't want to give a name, so I'm going to show you instead. They're so much better than these, in my opinion. So these are Unipascas. Oh, okay. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to add some more yellow to my polka dots. I think my hubby and my husband. Good, I'm glad. If you have trouble finding them, just let me know and I'll send you the link. But yeah, they're fantastic. And in fact, I think that there's a set, and I'm not sure that they're in my Amazon store, but once you click over there, you can see. I think there's a set that has a bunch of colors, and I have been eyeing that because it would be so helpful when you're doing details. Okay, I messed that up a little bit, so I got a little bit of yellow where I didn't want it, so I'm just going to wipe all this yellow out of my brush, clean it out real quick, and I'm going to paint over blue real quick. So, can anyone come to Open Studio Time? Yes, ma'am, Mary, they absolutely can. The Open Studios are open, and the reason I call them that is a lot of people don't have 10 friends to bring to paint with them, so that gives them an opportunity to come to the studio without having to have a whole private party of their own. So yes, ma'am, they can. There was a studio back where I came from before this, close to Chattanooga. And she had started doing open studio sessions for the same reason, so that people would not have to book a private party. And I just thought it was genius, because I don't have, how am I going to get 10 people together on the same night? It's just so hard with schedule conflicts, and so it just makes it a little bit easier. And I saw one of my local customers in Walmart yesterday. She's so sweet. She's a teacher. And she goes, I was just talking about you. When are you going to open the studio back up? I said, well, we'll be open in September. I will. Mary, you should, if you're on my email list, you will get an email when it's open. I just don't know the dates yet. Good morning, afternoon, I guess, Linda. Gosh, this day's going by too fast. This is going to take several coats. Lots of love and patience. You're working today? What's today, Wednesday? Are you on your lunch break? Let's see, who's still on with us? Y'all feel free to ask questions. Yep, no, just checking in. Oh. I don't know. Hi, Karen. Are you leaving me? I don't know if y'all know this about me or not, but my favorite hobby is not painting. My favorite hobby is sleeping. Truth. There's a sign I went to this sign making place with some friends a couple weeks ago, and there was this little block that said good at naps. And then I have another one, I'm looking over at him, and then I have another one that says I already want to take a nap tomorrow. Like, that's me. Mary, I'm pretty sure that you are, but, oh, Karen, yes, I did. Thank you for reminding me. Let me see. Oh, Mary, did you sign up to do the back to school template? If you did, you're on the list for sure. If you don't know if you are, the easiest way to get on is to click on my cover image at the top of the page. And then once you do that, you'll see a link on the description. Click there and go fill out that information, and then you'll make sure you're on my list. I'm pretty sure you are, but it never hurts to double check. I love to sleep. So what I was going to say, where I was going with that was we got home, I guess, around 7:30 from the hospital last night, and it was an exhausting day. And I don't know, probably more emotionally exhausting than physically exhausting. But we had we knew the surgery was going to last for 2 to 2.5 hours. For 2 to 2.5 hours. And so whenever they took him back, I took the kids and we went and got lunch. And we stayed away from the hospital for a couple hours. But other than that, we were there from morning until night. So when we got home last night, I knew when I had my C-section that the worst thing I could do was to miss a dose of my pain meds, because it was like once they were out of your body, it took so long for it to get back in, and that pain was excruciating. And so whenever I was getting ready to go to bed last night, and I'm a sleeper. I mean, when my kids go to bed, I go to bed, sometimes before them. I realized I needed to set my alarm so that I could wake my husband up and give him medicine at least once in the middle of the night so that he wouldn't be in so much pain. And so when that alarm went off at midnight, I sat straight up in bed like, oh gosh, I've got to put one foot in front of the other and get down the stairs and get back in bed. So I'm kind of dragging today. But I just remember, like, that abdominal pain is no joke. And not that he had a C-section. That sounds kind of funny that I use that example, but I mean, it was a similar surgery, I guess you could say. This is going to be so cute. Oh, Mary, yeah, your daughter's 27. Yeah, you probably didn't need the back to school project. Maybe you have a teacher friend you could paint it for. Oh well, just get the template in case you ever need it. Sherry, is it Sherry or Cherry? I think it's Sherry. It says she loves to sleep too. Kindred spirits, love, kindred spirits. Okay, y'all want to see what it looks like right now? That was like a boomerang on Instagram, except for I did it manually. Okay, so I am going to work on my third coat of yellow. God, this yellow is so thin, so transparent. Not a fruit. Oh, not a fruit. Sherry. Sherry, sherry, sherry. Sherry, sherry, sherry. Not a fruit. Gotcha. Even though cherries are my favorite fruit. Who's excited about painting the back to school sign? Anybody? If you haven't signed up, it's a free project, so make sure you get in. But here's what I want to tell you. And Mary, this is going to help you too, love. Even if you don't want to paint the back to school project, you want to make sure that you get on the list, because there's a special project coming up afterwards, and my email list is going to find out about it before everybody else. Sherry, you're a teacher, aren't you? We went yesterday to Witt's, which is a custard place here in town. and ran into the middle school assistant principal yesterday with his daughter. And he said I think he was going back today. I think he was a little bit in mourning. Oh, and any of you that are teachers, library, any of you that are teachers or educators, I am doing, the last 2 years, I did staff appreciation for our teachers. Hey, Lisa, good timing. I did staff appreciation for the teachers, and when a friend of mine is moving up to the middle school this year, she has twin daughters, and they're going to be in 5th grade, and she asked me if I would do it for the middle school this upcoming year. So if y'all ever have ideas of good staff appreciation, let me know, because I'm always looking for new fun stuff to do. The only caveat is it can't be like a Pinterest project because it's just me. And so trying to do that for 2 full buildings is a little bit much, because we don't just do teachers, we do everybody. So it's the whole staff. Okay. I really want to outline this whole project in black. Should I do it? I think I should. Let's see. But the question is, which brush should I use? Okay, guys, this is not going to be perfect, but I do want to show y'all something. So I'm going to get, see my cup. Do you have a place on the piece or color that you start with? Sherry, I've done gift cards the last 2 years. Now with Lisa, remind me in a second, I'll answer that question for you. I may need to clarify a little bit. But Sherry, 2 years ago, our PTO does, like, we have a budget. So it's really awesome that they give me a check and they're like, just spoil our staff. Obviously, there's certain parameters. But year before last, we had $5 gift cards. Like, I think I did 2 lunches. We did a movie, bag with popcorn and candy and a Redbox gift certificate. What else did we do that year? Oh, we sent home cardstock with all of the kids to make cards for their teachers. And then, I can't remember what else. But anyway, we had a budget. And at the end, I had enough left over where I could buy all the staff members a $5 gift card. So we did that. It went over really well. Well, last year, our budget was increased for the elementary, and we got to buy $10 gift cards. It was so nice. I mean, I know that's not a lot of money, but when every teacher and every staff member, every librarian and gym teacher and cafeteria worker and custodial staff, like when everybody gets a $10 gift card, I thought it was pretty awesome. So anyway, okay, Lisa says, do you have a place on the piece or color that you start with? So for this particular one, basically when you think about your paintings, you want to work from the back to the front. So I paint the background first. So I painted green, blue, brown, and white. And then I added the colors over the top. Does that answer your question? So it's not always, it's whatever color is going to be on the back. Isn't that awesome, Sherry? Like, we have the best PTO. They're really awesome to our staff. And I love that, like, this year we did 2 lunches. I always do a box lunch from Honey Baked Ham because I know that the teachers are on the go a lot, and they don't always get to sit down and eat, and so that's something they can grab and take back to their desk. But we have a local bakery / restaurant in town that does really good salads and sandwiches, and oh my gosh, the cookies are amazing, and they're like this big. And so we supported them this year. They actually provided I think the pizzas for one of our events, like they donated them, and so it was really good to be able to then support the small business. Yes, so that is one of my top places to get gift cards, especially in that dollar amount, because even for $5 you can usually get a drink or most of a drink. I had a friend in Florida who used to call Starbucks $5. So okay, I'm going to show y'all how I do this. I learned this tip from a friend in Georgia. I take my brush and I put paint. This one has it on both sides. Either way is fine. But you're going to drag your brush half on, half off. And by doing that, you're going to make sure that that line is consistently the same size or width all the way around. It doesn't have to be perfect, but that'll just give you a good baseline. So let me show you. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so on my board, you can see half of my paintbrush stroke was on my board. So it's the width of half of my paintbrush. I looked at Olive Garden. That's where, whenever I took over the staff appreciation, that's where everybody had said the teachers really like to get lunch from. But here's the thing, and this is maybe where I need some input from teachers. That was pretty much going to take the whole budget. So I could either do 5 days worth of something, or I could do Olive Garden. I mean, it was crazy expensive. It was crazy expensive. Now, last year, we did Noodles and Company. I don't know if y'all know what that is. If you have one where you are. But we did 2 or 3 different kinds of pasta. And then it came with salad and dessert. And I really liked their pasta. And it was much more affordable for our budget. So guys, I'm just going to go all the way around this. I have to turn my brush sideways sometimes, but for the most part, you're just going to do that technique where you just drag your brush half on, half off. And it does not have to be perfect. I tell my in-studio customers that they have to shake their perfectionism off at the door. Go get out on the porch and shake it off. Because unless it's digitally done... Thank you! Oh my gosh, your first time. Well, welcome. Unless it's digitally done, it's not going to be perfect. I mean, this is hand done. Each one's different, so I can paint the same exact sign tomorrow, and it's gonna look different. Sherry, that is awesome. You know what? I should look into that this year. That's a really good question to ask. So Sherry just said that their local Olive Garden donates for teachers' conferences. Now, are you talking, when you say teachers' conferences, is that like the couple days a year where the parents all come in and meet with the teacher? So they provide like dinner that night? Let me know. Let me know. If you are just joining us, if it's your first time, make sure you watch the replay, because I gave some today's the last day information in the beginning. I think I need to thin this paint out because I'm going to go over it. It's dragging. Hey love, Mary Lynn in the house. Now I'm going to try to say your name. Is it Myra Hernandez? Is that right? Did I get it right? If I didn't, educate me on how to say it, because I try to get everybody's name right, but I don't always. Whoops. Okay, so I want to be real careful on this side, because I don't want to cover up my numbers. Gotta go. Thank you, love. Have a great day. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, yes. That makes me happy. I'm glad you're here. All right. So right now I'm outlining all the way around. It's gonna take me a while, but I'm just dragging my brush half on, half off of the board to try to keep my line about the same width. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I just want it to be about the same width all the way around. Okay. What time is it, guys? Holy cow, I've been on here for quite a while. Okay. That one got too thick. It's okay. Touch this up here. So when I get done with this sign, to finish it off, I'm going to spray it with a clear coat, which will keep it from fading and yellowing in the sun. So you want to make sure you take the time to paint a sign that you make sure you coat it and care for it, because it's a lot of time to paint. Oh, no worries, Mary. I'm glad you're back. Glad you're back, love. I'm still here, working on my E. I won't make y'all watch me do the whole thing. What I'll probably do is jump off here and work a little bit more. Got a little bit of computer work I gotta get done today. Then I'll probably sit down and paint when the house gets quiet tonight, but before bedtime, because we already established I like to sleep. Okay, this is looking cute. All right, so I'm just gonna keep going all the way around. Now, I will have to, for the areas where the letters come together, I'll have to use a smaller, either a marker or paintbrush, because I don't want to make it too big. I don't know if that makes sense. In fact, now that I think about it, I don't think I wanted to do that. All right, guys, this is how I get my paint off. If you make a mistake, either wet your finger, wet your brush, and then just wipe. Okay, I think that's good. Let me bring this up straight. Okay. That's what I should do instead of, yeah, you're right. That's what I should do. I keep those in my car. I don't have any in here though. I have Clorox wipes somewhere in here. Okay. Look how cute. So once the E got outlined, I feel like it just adds so much to it. So I'm going to outline all my letters, and then I'm going to be done. I'll add a little bit more. Let me show y'all. Let me get a brush that would be good for accents. Nope. Nope. I know there's one in here. Clark's likes to take the paint off. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, so I've got a thin brush. I'm going to dip in my white, and I'm going to accent these yellow. Now, these are not like super filled in yellow. I could have done some more coats, but honestly, no one is going to notice it when they walk up to my front door. So, Mary, I'm leaving my perfectionism at the door. Mary is in our paint party, and she is my perfectionist of the group. She is my perfectionist. Aren't you, Mary? All right, friends, I think this is where I'll stop for today. And I will finish painting a little bit later. But thank you for joining me. If you missed the beginning, I'm going to click post in just a second, and it'll post it to the page, and you can watch from the replay. Because I made an announcement. Something happens tonight. So you need to make sure you don't miss out. Allison, you are very welcome, love. Connie, you need one of these in a softball. I would be happy to send you some. So just reach out to me, and I can get an invoice out to you and get those cut for you. So y'all have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye, loves. Mwah.